Da Vinci is one of a long line of artists who have told us, beginning with the ancient Egyptians and running through the early Christians and Tibetans, that art is a medium.
The combination of hyperspectral imaging and artificial intelligence is where things become genuinely groundbreaking. AI systems trained on Leonardo's handwriting, his mirror script, and the symbols found throughout his private notebooks can now be used to cross-reference patterns found beneath the surface paint of his works. The AI does not invent patterns. It identifies and matches structures to known sources, the way a very sophisticated pattern recognition engine would. What modern AI and digital analysis confirm is Leonardo's use of mathematics, perspective, and traditional symbolism, reinforcing scholarly interpretations. That is a significant finding in itself, because it means that the structural complexity we always suspected in the Last Supper is not imagined. It is mathematically verifiable, and the AI can demonstrate that with a level of precision no human eye could achieve alone. Now, it is important to pause here and be honest about something, because there has been a significant amount of misleading content circulating online around this topic. You may have seen headlines claiming that AI has uncovered shocking secret sentences hidden inside the Last Supper, phrases that allegedly challenge religious authority or contain prophetic warnings from Leonardo himself. These stories are compelling. They are also not verified. These reports often appear to be clickbait or part of alternative history discussions rather than established art research. No peer-reviewed scientific institution has confirmed the discovery of hidden written messages inside the mural. The claims are sensationalized, and they undermine genuine, fascinating discoveries that do not require exaggeration. What is genuinely true is this. Leonardo da Vinci was a man swimming in dangerous ideas during a time when dangerous ideas could get you killed. He lived under the authority of the Catholic Church, which held tremendous power over knowledge, publication, and personal freedom during the Renaissance. And yet his private notebooks, discovered and studied over centuries, reveal a mind that questioned everything. He studied anatomy by dissecting corpses in secret at a time when the Church disapproved. He wrote in mirror script, many historians believe, partially out of habit as a left-handed writer, but also as a layer of privacy. His ideas about nature, mathematics, and the human body often pushed against the theological frameworks of his era. It is entirely plausible, and supported by what we know of his character, that Leonardo used the Last Supper to encode his worldview within the language of official religion. The painting was commissioned by Ludovico Sforza, the Duke of Milan, and was meant to serve as a devotional work for the monks of Santa Maria del Grazie. Leonardo fulfilled that commission, but there is strong evidence he also used a canvas as a space for his own philosophical signature. The positioning of Judas shows his face hidden in shadow, indicating he is hiding something. He holds a purse filled with coins in one hand, while his other hand reaches for bread on the table. This reaches out for bread is matched with Jesus reaching out for a glass of wine, depicting the Bible quotation, "He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish shall betray me." Another omen to indicate the coming betrayal is the salt bottle falling over near Judas' right arm. These are deliberate storytelling choices packed into a single corner of the canvas, showing how densely coded Leonardo's visual language truly was. The figure seated directly to Jesus' right has also been the subject of significant scholarly attention. Dan Brown's novel The Da Vinci Code popularized the theory that the figure to Jesus' right is not John the Apostle, but Mary Magdalene. Proponents point to the figure's long hair and supposed feminine features. However, art historians widely reject this claim, stating the figure is simply John depicted in a youthful and androgynous manner, as was common in Renaissance art as well as Da Vinci's other works. Beyond artistic conventions, there are several compelling reasons why Mary Magdalene's presence at the Last Supper is unlikely. All four Gospels depict the Last Supper participants, and Mary Magdalene is not listed among them. This is a good example where a compelling theory collides with historical evidence. The image is intriguing, but the scholarly consensus is clear. What AI brings to all of this is not mystery for mystery's sake. It brings a level of objective analysis that removes the filter of human expectation. When a trained AI system examines the compositional geometry of the Last Supper and confirms that the placement of figures, objects, and shadows follows mathematical ratios with extraordinary consistency, that is a meaningful scientific finding. It confirms that Leonardo was not simply painting intuitively. He was constructing a visual architecture with the same precision he applied to engineering and anatomy. The painting is, in a very real sense, a machine, one built to generate meaning across centuries. The genuine marvel of The Last Supper is not that it hides secrets in the way a thriller novel might. The genuine marvel is that it encodes an entire philosophy within a commission for a religious institution. Leonardo painted betrayal and faith and doubt and mathematics and music and human psychology all into a single wall in a way that still yields new meaning 500 years later. The bread and wine on the table carry an obvious Eucharistic charge. This is, after all, the moment before the institution of the sacrament. Leonardo paints them as ordinary objects, not yet elevated, which is part of the painting's tension. The sacred is here in this room at this table, but it has not yet been declared. That tension between the human and the divine, between what is seen and what is understood, is the hidden code, and AI is helping us, for the first time, to read it in full. The Last Supper does not need invented secrets to be astonishing. It needs only what is already there, seen clearly through the tools we now possess. Leonardo painted a message for whoever was ready to receive it, and after 5 centuries, we are only now approaching the level of perception required to understand everything he left behind.